Good morning and welcome to News First, Prime Time Sunrise.
Well, today is the 19th of February 2015. A very good morning to you and welcome to Thursday's edition of Primetime Sunrise with me, Katrina Chang. Let's take a look at your headlines. Purchasing of paddy for the government stipulated price to commence from today. 4-member committee appointed to look into irregularities at Sri Lankan Airlines. A special 3-day dengue prevention program in the Western Province. Barack Obama says US at war with those preventing Islam. Now on to those stories in detail. The Ministry of Food Security says that purchasing of maha-season paddy for the government stipulated price will commence from today.
Sagami Wikrama Pereira said that a cabinet decision was made yesterday to purchase a kilogram of nadu rice for 45 rupees, which was earlier purchased at 40 rupees. The minister added that a kilogram of kirisamba will be purchased at 50 rupees. The purchasing will commence following a function in Nikravatia today.
For
the first time in Sri Lanka, paddy will be purchased at the government stipulated price all over Sri Lanka using over 180 paddy storage facilities in the island. We are hoping to give maximum relief to the farmer through this.
The Ministry of Justice says that Victim and Witness Protection Draft Bill will be taken up for debate in Parliament today. Minister of Justice Vijay Dasa Rajapaksa says that Human Rights Commission in Geneva too levelled allegations against Sri Lanka for not implementing this act. Meanwhile, leader of the JVP, Annakumara Dissanayake, questioned in Parliament yesterday whether the government accepts the fact that it is not productive to use public fund for the continuation of Mihin Air. Ministers of Ports, Shipping and Aviation, Arjuna Rantunga, responded to this question.
I would like to ask the minister, under these circumstances, is it productive to continue with this company? He says it is productive. Why have you decided that a company that wastes public money amounting to 10 to 20 billion annually should be continued?
වෙන විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් නාස්ති කරන ආයතනයක් පවත්වාගෙන යා යුතුයි කියලා ඔබතුමා තීරණය කරලා තිබෙන්නේ. ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ගුවන් ආයතන සහ මිහින් ආයතනය ඒකාබද්ධ කරලා ඉදිරියට
A plan to merge Sri Lankan Airline and Mihin Air is under discussion. We will make a decision in this regard. The audit department of the Mihin Air company itself has described the company as a company that has been functioning in a suspicious manner. Then why are you continuing to pump public money into this? We have looked into means where we can make this profitable after the merge of two companies. Will restructuring alone provide a solution to this waste of money when no action is taken against those individuals who are responsible for squandering billions of money? We appointed a committee to carry out an internal inquiry. What will you do with regard to the persons who wasted all this money? We will take proper legal action once the report of the inquiry is out, and we do not want to take action against persons the way we want, as done in the past.
Meanwhile, Minister of Ports and Aviation Arjuna Rantunga says that a 4-member committee has been appointed to look into discrepancies and malpractices that may have occurred in Sri Lankan Airlines in the recent past.
Issuing a communique, the ministry noted that the committee will be chaired by Attorney at Law J.C. Valyamuna, while U.H. Palihakkara, B.A.W. Abewardena and M.K. Bandara have been appointed as committee members. The 4-member committee will be tasked with gathering evidence on allegations of the abuse of power by the Board of Directors and the senior management of Sri Lanka Airlines. They will also look into irregularities in the procurement and leasing of aircrafts. The committee will also investigate as to whether due process have been followed in the procurement of goods and services by Sri Lanka Airlines, valued at over 25 million rupees. The minister noted that a report must be submitted before the 30th of March.
Opposition leader quipped in Parliament yesterday on whether ongoing development activities have come to a halt.
Reports have emerged from a number of areas citing that various projects commissioned at village levels and projects that were scheduled to commence with the aim of developing infrastructure, water and highway facilities by the former government have come to a standstill. Reports also cite that some of the projects which were on the pipeline will not go ahead as planned. There are also reports that financial aid that is to be granted in order to make payments for the tasks that have already been completed have not been granted to department officials by the Treasury. Information has also come to light that a clear decision on whether the projects that were scheduled to commence this year would go ahead or not, and I have also been informed about the failure to call tenders and provide financial assistance to projects that have already commenced.
State Minister Power and Energy Paltharange Bandara commented on the importation of substandard fuel. This was in reply to a question posed by the leader of JVP, Andrew Kumar Dissanayaka.
නිවැරදි දර්ශකයේ අනුව ටෙන්ඩර් කැඳවීමට සහ ප්‍රදාන කිරීමට කටයුතු කරන්න බාධාවක් වුණේ ඇයි කියලා ඔබතුමාගෙන් දැනගන්න කැමතියි. ඉන්ධන ලබා ගැනීමේදීද
companies who have been bringing in oil without following the proper procedure, which are substandard and have been accepted on numerous occasions, and they have been allowed to continue to provide oil to Sri Lanka. A contract which was tabled a year ago has also been extended. This led way to another ship bringing in substandard fuel just day before yesterday. This contract can only be renewed after 2015. It is then we can address these issues.
The Met Department says that rainy weather conditions could prevail in the eastern province. Meanwhile, with the rainy weather conditions predicted in several parts of the island, a 3-day special program to eradicate the dengue epidemic will be implemented in the western province. Joining us now to give us a comprehensive report on this is Director of the Epidemiology Unit, Dr. Paba Palio-Wadana.
More than 7,000 cases reported up to now for last couple of weeks, starting from January onwards. And this has been a very high figure when compared to the last year. It has been doubled almost. And last year we have had more than 47,000 cases, which has been the highest ever reported number of dengue cases. And we are starting a special campaign today. We will be visiting houses and the other premises to look for breeding places with the armed forces and the police and several other ministries.
Now starting off with some cricket news, Zimbabwe captain Elton Chikumbura won the toss and elected to field in the Cricket World Cup Pool B match against UAE at Saxton Oval this morning. At the end of the allotted 50 overs, the UAE scored an impressive 285 for 7. Chikumbura was keen to prove the strong showing against pre-tournament favourites South Africa in Hamilton in their opening match, in which they lost by 62 runs, was not an aberration, and he expected his side to build on that against UAE. UAE have not played a World Cup match since 1996, and Captain Mohammad Taki said his side were excited about the clash at the small ground. The two sides have never met in a one-day international, but have clashed once in a 2020 game in 2014, with Zimbabwe winning by 5 wickets.